Howdy, I am Jackie Pop, or Jacqueline Pop, and this is my RA reapplication for 2021 to 2022. We have to talk about something we're passionate about, so I'm going to talk about my board games. I have 9 out of 50 something here with me today. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first game we're going to talk about is Dungeon Mayhem, or Monster Madness. It's technically an expansion to the original game, but this game has a lot of importance to me. Basically, it's made by the same people that made Dungeons & Dragons, which is a dice-based story game, and yeah, all of these dice are for D&D. It's half of what I have, but this game is connected with the same company. It's the same concept, it just in a game, and it's a lot of fun. This is what I do with my super nerdy friends. And everyone kind of knows me as like a nerdy person, like my friend Danny. She's one of my old residents. I went to her wedding, I was in the wedding as a bridesmaid, and she bought me these metal dice to commemorate that. Oh. The next game that we have is Betrayal at the House on the Hill. This game is a nerdier game where it's kind of, I would say, a couple steps above Monopoly, but you're trying to discover places in the house. You have these little people, which are your characters, and your characters are these little figures that are painted. That's who you move around. I paint these for fun, which is a different thing I'm passionate about, but that's not the point. And then we have the tokens. So my preferred roommate, made these little token markers and these 3D printed cases for them, but you have the dog token. And I like to think of the dog token a lot because it reminds me of my family. That's something I'm really passionate about. My family, I have a dog, which is why the dog token reminds me of my family, and I really love my family. I'm passionate about them. I come home and visit them all the time because they're also in Arizona, and you know, I just really love spending time with them. It's very important to me. Great, the next game I'm going to talk about is Throw Burrito. It's a dodgeball card game, so everyone's putting cards down at the same time, and when you get sets, you get to get points and pick up more cards. There are cards that make you throw burritos at each other, but it's while you're playing, so it's super crazy. But a lot of my friends really like this game. This is a really fun game that I highly, highly recommend. And yeah, Throw Burrito is a good one. I did so good at that throw. Coffee time. Bidoo-boo-doo. These are my collaborative games. They're the last ones that I want to talk about because they're team-based, and I really love working as a team, which is important in the RA position. But you have games where you're trying to escape a cave, trying to survive a plane crash, a pandemic, and then you have other games that are very similar. But overall, I would say the collaborative games are part of my favorite games because you're working with people. That's something I'm very passionate about, is people. And I would say that one of the most important things that I'm passionate about would be based on like my brand is being a Christian. The love I have for Christ and the love I want to spread with just the love of Jesus. Be able to spread that with other people and spread the good news. And then I would say parts in my bio would be board games, nerdy, RA. So yeah, I mean, I'm passionate about a lot of things, and I really love the RA position this year, and I loved mentoring people, but I also had to adapt a lot. So I'm excited to see what being a returner is like next year, to see how that is different than constantly adapting to COVID, but hopefully everything will get better and we'll just be able to have a good time next year as an RA, so hire me.